Thomas on the right, and Lindsay Gallo there in the light blue.
Getting out into the lead will be the rabbit in the race, Lauren Lewis, who is a member of the Arkansas team, and there she out in the lead. She had the inside lane, has the bib number 1 in her hip, and the goal is to take this field by in somewhere between 2 minutes and 13 seconds and 2:15 for the first 880 yards.
So Lauren Lewis out there on the clock. Hopefully she's been practicing on this track this week, running splits, because oftentimes these younger athletes, they get very excited about the idea of hitting that time right on the nose, and will sometimes go out too quickly and the field won't follow them. She seems to be going out in a very even pace.
Meskerim Legesse in second place from Ethiopia. She trains here in the United States. And Kristen Worth Thomas at the moment is in third place. Very solid initial pace.
So Lauren Lewis continuing to lead. Peeks back occasionally to see how far behind her the field is spreading out, and it's nicely spread out, not bunched up, so we shouldn't worry too much about these ladies getting tripped up by one another. 1:07.67 seconds for that first 400 meters, so she can deliver that for 2/4 miles in a row. She has done her job.
And what was interesting here, I was a little worried here when I saw her break for the pole and take the lead, whether the field would let her go and stay back, but the field has slowly moved up and right now is in contact with her, so we'll have a very solid, fast race. It's a long way to come down here and just kind of go 180 yards and wind up with a poor time.
So Lauren Lewis continuing to look back and make sure she's doing a decent job. Meskerim Legesse of Ethiopia is in second, Malindi Elmore in third, and Kristen Worth Thomas, and then Mestawet Tedessi, and then Lindsay Gallo.
Elmore in third place was an Olympian for Canada at the Athens Olympic Games and a former Stanford All-American.
So Lauren Lewis's duties are almost concluded, and she's let the pace dawdle on this second 400 meters in a big way. Going to be closer to 2:20 than she is to 2:15. 2:19 and change at 800 meters, so she really slowed up that second 400 meters section. Lindy Elmore leading over the two Ethiopians, Mestawet Tedessi and Meskerim Legesse, and Lindsay Gallo also up there. She's in fourth place.
Elmore forcing the pace, and she felt good enough to kind of do that early. I thought, Dwight, she sensed that the pace was flagging. Didn't want that to happen. The two Ethiopians running very well. They have not run and won many races here in the United States, outdoors last year or indoors this year.
So Malindi Elmore has set herself up to be the hunted. The two Ethiopians, very, very internationally seasoned. They're just sitting back there waiting to make their move. The pace was slow, and they know they have plenty of run left in them on this excellent track as we come up to 2 laps remaining. Malindi Elmore, Meskerim Legesse, Mestawet Tedessi, Lindsay Gallo, and then Marina Munchin.
Munchin, a former Villanova star.
And Kristen Worth Thomas now trying to make a move to get back into contention, moving past Gallo into fourth, but still well off the pace.
And that is Sarah Schwald moving up into fourth place. Is Schwald, 34 years young, and she's been on the international scene and among America's top 10 for many years, but she's well back of the pack at this point, and we come to the gun lap.
Well, Elmore is trying to run away from the two Ethiopians, but I don't know if she's going to have enough left in her to maintain this, even though she has made a nice break here. Elmore leading probably by 7 or 8 meters over Legesse and Tedessi, and they don't seem to be making any kind of a move. Sarah Schwald, now former Arkansas Razorback, also trying to make a move to get into the top 3, but Malindi Elmore has run away with this race off that slow 800-meter pace. She will win it over Tedessi, Legesse, and here comes Sarah Schwald. Schwald moves into the top 3, and right at the tape, very close to see if Elmore got nipped there at the tape. great.
And Elmore did get nipped, and Mestawat Tadesse from Ethiopia came on dramatically. She just misjudged how much energy she had left. I'm referring to Melindy Elmore, and Elmore really just faded from about the last 20 meters, and she just couldn't lift her legs anymore, slowed down dramatically, and she just didn't gauge how much gas she had left in her tank as well as she might have. And normally athletes know when they're really going to hit the tape and be out. They can do that well. And she fell shy by about 20 meters there. And it was Mestawat Tadesse, just 21 years of age, and she represented the Ethiopian country in 2004 at the Olympic Games at 1,500 meters. So congratulations to her.
Top four negatively split that race. Mestawat Tadesse winning it by 0.02 of a second over Melindy Elmore, and Sarah Schwall, all 34 years old, gets into the top three.